Hello, my dear friends. Once again, I am Wonderful Banerjee, your host for the session, and back with another one new venture for you all, that is on basic hotel French. Now, the point is why I have chosen this subject. As you all know, that those who are doing 3 years degree course in hotel and hospitality administration in different parts of our country, and you have already experienced yourself that the influence of French language is very much there in our curricula. Now the point is, the French subject is never taught to individual student in a classroom situation in these 3 years. But there are enough influence of the French language in our subjects, mainly in food and beverage service, food and beverage production, as well as in front office. So if, as the globe has become our global area for work, so naturally it is mandatory on our part to learn French. At least the basic concept should be there because of many reasons. It not only help you in academics, but also whenever you will be getting a job and you will be working in the international arena, definitely this French language will give you the understanding and it will facilitate you to communicate with the international guest. Out of these, all the international languages, why French is so important? And you will be astonished that French is spoken over 250 million people worldwide, and it is an official language in 29 countries. This makes it a valuable language for communication in the global hospitality industry. Also, when we are learning French cuisine, it holds a significant place in the hospitality industry, and the knowledge of French culinary terms is essential for students to excel in food and beverage service and operations, as I have mentioned earlier. Moreover, it has some educational advantages as well. French is often a mandatory subject in hotel management curricula, equipping the student with the necessary language skill to manage operations and business in the hospitality sector. Customer satisfaction is another one area. The ability to communicate in French can lead to higher guest satisfaction, as it shows respect and an open mind towards the culture. Also, French language can serve as a bridge to connect with professionals and peers in the industry, enhancing the networking opportunities. French can significantly benefit hotel management students by improving their communication skills, cultural understanding, and employability in the international hospitality industry. From this viewpoint, I have chosen this subject area, and there will be a series of lessons for you which you can undergo as per your free time and flexible time available, and you can equip yourself the basics of French, hotel French. So today we are starting our journey with all good wishes, and we'll talk about basic hotel French. In French we call it l'hôtel français basic, and under this we are having a topic today to discuss, that is l'alphabet français. That means the French alphabet. So let us begin without wasting further time on this initial talk. So let's start. Before we go deep into the French alphabet, there are some rules and guidelines, and that we will try to discuss in the beginning so that it will be easier for us to pronounce the French letters in as far as correct way. What are those? Firstly, the French alphabet contains the same 26 letters as the English alphabet. Is that okay? Fine. Then it has the same 5 vowels and 21 consonants. This is also very clear and transparent in our mind now. Next is the French also have 5 accents. This is very important, that are used to distinguish words from one another and to change the pronunciation of certain letters. So this is the new area for all of us while learning French about the accents, and there are 5 accents. We will elaborate these 5 accents in due course of our sessions in coming days. So need not worry on that. We are right now just structuring about the alphabet and their pronunciation. For French spelling, accents are just as important as letters. So for making or writing a correct spelling is accents which you cannot deny. You have to learn the accents in French. Next, the letters look exactly the same as English letters. So there is no hidden fear in our mind. There are no characters to memorize or new letters to learn. So whatever we know in English, that will be enough for us to learn French out here. Many letters sound somewhat similar to their English counterparts like Q, U and X. So they are somehow very similar to our English counterpart, that is Q, U and X. That also you are going to understand in few moments. An entire group of letters makes the AY, that is a sound, especially for B, C, D, G, P, T and V. We'll also come to know that these letters B, C, D, G, P, T and V, how it will be pronounced, and we are mentioning out here, they will be pronounced with little AYA sound at the end of this. That means B will be pronounced like they, C will be pronounced like say, D will be like they, G will be J, P will be pay, T will be te, and V will be ve. Normally in English we call it B, C, D straightway, very simple. But here you have to add on AYA sound with the end of these B, C, D, G, P, T, V, these letters. I hope it is clear. It will be much more transparent while we will be dealing with the particular letter and the words. A few letters sound exactly the same as the English letters. What are those? F, L, M, N, O and S. They are pronounced the same way like we pronounce them in English. Many letters have very simple and easy to memorize pronunciation. So it is not also a challenge to learn French. The letter R is difficult to pronounce because it requires air pushed from the back of our throat. This sound does not exist in English. This we have to pick up in due course of time how to pronounce R. R, the way we pronounce it in English, that is not strongly pronounced in French. Rather, it is softly pronounced and the air will be pushed through your back of the throat. That also we are going to clarify. The letters G and J are often confused by English speakers because they are switched in French. They are just pronounced in French in opposite way. That means G will be pronounced like J, J will be pronounced like G. G sounds more like J and J sounds more like G. You have to remember this. The letter I confuses English speakers because it sounds like the English letter E. In I in English, it will be pronounced like E in French. That you are going to remember. Accents can change the pronunciation and meaning of letters and words. English speakers have to learn French accents to fully understand the French alphabet. So that is the only one area we need to look at. How to understand the importance of the accents while writing the French word. Okay. So with this, now it is the time to start all the 26 letters in French alphabet and to know their exact pronunciations. So please, you can take down the notes or learn and practice along with me the way I am going to pronounce it. First one is, in English it is A, in French it is pronounced like A, and the word like actor. In English we call it actor. Okay. Then B will be pronounced like bay, as I have mentioned before, and the word goes like this: bonjour. Bonjour means good morning or hello. C will be pronounced like say, and the word in front of us, coiffeur. Coiffeur. Coiffeur means hairdresser in French. D will be pronounced like they, and the word will be pronounced like douche. Douche means shower in English. You can see the image and get your meaning clear in your mind. E in English will be pronounced like O, and the word is eczema. Eczema is the French word for exam. F. F will be pronounced like France. Mind that I am not telling France. As I have mentioned, R will be pronounced from the back of your throat by pushing lots of air. So it will come from deep back from your throat. So France. France is France. In English it is known as France. Spelling is same, only pronunciation is different. G in English will be pronounced like J, and here Garcon, under C there is one accent given. This is known as cedilla. That we'll discuss in the later slides in other session. Today our area of learning is only the pronunciation. So this word will be pronounced like garçon. R should not be pronounced garçon. Garçon means boy. H in English, it is pronounced like ash in French, and H is mute all the time. in French language in any pronunciation. So it is pronounced like hiver. Hiver means winter. I in English, in French it will be pronounced like E. Igloo, igloo. In both French and English, the pronunciation is different, almost very similar. In first case, in case of French, we are saying igloo, and in English we call it same spelling, igloo. So you understand the difference. J in English will be pronounced like Z in French. And the word goes like this: journalist. Journalist. Journalist means journalist in English. You can see the spelling also a little different. Journalist is ending with E at the end, whereas in English it is a simple journalist. Mainly focus for the pronunciation of the letter J. K will be pronounced like Ka, and the word classon. Classon means hot. L, it will be pronounced like L only. Lee, it should not be pronounced like lead. R should not be audible. R will be very softly pronounced from the back of your throat. Again and again I am repeatedly telling this. Try to practice. Lee. R will come out but not come out fully. Lee means to read. M. Manger. Manger means to eat. N. Nuage. Nuage means cloud. O. Ouage. Ouage means storm. A strong wind blowing. You can see in the image. Storm. Ouage. P in English, it will be pronounced like P. Policier. Policier is policeman in English. Policier, the policeman in English. Q. Q in English, Q is in French, and the word like K. K means platform, where train is to come and stop. R in English, in French it is pronounced like air, air. Rêve. Rêve is the word to dream. S. Server. Server means server or waiter in English. Server. T will be pronounced like te. Te. Te means train. Te. Te means train. U will be pronounced like you. Urgent. Urgent means urgent. Urgent. V will be pronounced like ve. Voiture. Voiture. Voiture means car. In English it is W, and in French W. W is the pronunciation, and the word starting with W, W-A-G-O-N, it will be pronounced like wagon. Wagon. Wagon means coach. the train coach. X in English, in French it is pronounced like X, and the word in front of you will be pronounced like, in French of course, xylophone. Xylophone. In English we call it xylophone. Xylophone. The instrument is known as xylophone in French, xylophone in English. Y in English will be pronounced like Y, and the word will be yo-yo. In English also, yo-yo is simply indicating the toy the boy is playing with. That many of you also played the same toy in your early childhood. Next is Z. In English it is Z. In French also it is Z. And pronunciation goes for the word jib. R will be very softly pronounced at the end. Jib. Jib is zebra in English. So this is from A to Z how the letter will be pronounced in French alphabet. With the supporting word pronunciation, we have practiced. We are at the end of the session now, and thanks for attending this session. I don't know what will be the outcome, how far it will be helpful for you. However, I have a strong feeling that those who are interested for learning French, for them it will be definitely a kind of companion beyond your classroom. You can try as per your free time available, practice, listen, write, then automatically you will be proficient with the French basics. This series is created under the Hospitality French Language Knowledge and Skills. Knowledge I'll try to impart through this. Skill I'll give you the guideline how to develop the skill. It will totally depend on you, how you practice, and if you go for practicing it with your extra zeal and enthusiasm and motivation, automatically you can master yourself in the French language. So this is our lesson 1. If you have liked it, then please do press the like button, subscribe it, press the bell button as well, so that very soon when the lesson 2 on the same field will be uploaded, you will get the notification for that and practice as per your available time. One thing is very important, that is your feedback, and that is my motivation. So please ensure that at the end of each session you do give your valuable comments. If there is any gap of understanding, definitely I'll get back to you, or over phone also we can connect for your better understanding. I am committed that next week definitely I'll be back with another one session exciting on this French language, and I think this will be immensely helpful for learning French, especially those who are having some intention to learn it in a better way. So thank you very much once again from my side, and we'll see you soon. Till then, goodbye. Take care.